Oh, hey, today I got a bunch of questions to read from Google search. So I'm not gonna go to Google search, but I have them listed here. No. Some SEOs are web developers by profession and they're not analysts. Yes, it's a very good trait to have as an SEO to know how to do analytics and data analysis, but it's not crucial. So I mean, they're not analysts, but they need to analyze data. No. For some reason, I guess because it's a lot of buzzwords around the industry, um, SEOs don't get paid much. I've seen anything from um, $9 an hour to 50. Um, $9 is like sometimes marketed as intern or we will teach you or whatever, but then you end up doing typing jobs instead. So they will put you to do only one specific thing. They will give you 10,000 pictures and they will tell you to type in the alt descriptions and they wouldn't let you do anything else. It's common. I've seen it a lot. And an SEO is a high paying industry, but not a high paying job. No, and yes. If you're an employee, no, especially in the beginning. It's a buzzword SEO, so what they do, they would put you to type in alt descriptions all day and all night, and it's not really part of the job. And but they'll give you a name and a title, so you feel like you're doing something. So don't take these jobs; stay away from them. What actually is a high-paying job in SEO is somebody who comes in with background or somebody who grows into it. So, for example, web developers, video content creators, JavaScript developers that kind of get tired of developing. Um, Also, a lot of graphic designers can get into it, but it's a little bit harder because they do need to expand into like at least doing wireframe designs and for websites, that is. And overall, it is a high paying job, but not in the beginning. And you usually would go into it as a secondary job. Like, for example, I used to be a web developer, and poof. Also, a lot of people who know SEO don't actually work in SEO, they have businesses. I personally and grew my gym into a six-figure business with SEO without even having a website, just basic knowledge of how helping my local business show up online. Obviously, later on, I expanded it whenever I saw the need, but people who do SEO usually don't need a job. I know it's funny, but um, we have a bunch of articles about it on the website. It's very hard to find a good SEO for that same reason. No, no, you don't have anything to really bother you. You're mostly working alone, or most of the time, but you work with a lot of people. Um, the only stressful thing is really when there's like a Google algorithm update, but these happen very rarely, like anywhere from, well, major ones don't happen anymore much. Maybe once a year. Sometimes it's the same update with small updates to it. Um, or maybe they do something on desktop and then they also update it on mobile. So then, yes, there would be another update, but you would already did it for desktop, so it should be fine in most cases. So no, it's not a stressful job. Yes, 100%. I think the only time he would not is probably in a comparison of a very small company. They would hire a junior analyst who makes, I don't know, 50K, like super junior, just fresh out of school. Um, and then somebody who works as an SEO specialist at a big company, which big companies don't pay much. They pay around 80. I've seen very few 100K offers for just an SEO specialist. So that is, yes. And as an analyst makes more than a specialist, yes. Being an SEO specialist, it's actually very easy if you have the skills. So you just need to make sure that do your due diligence, learning all the skills you need for your particular job. So an SEO specialist for a local business is very different from an SEO specialist for an agency. If you work for an agency, it's going to be much harder, but much more rewarding, because you will learn a lot more skills, anywhere from video editing, coding. You'll probably pay you for courses and pay for you to study. They will get you on board with professionals that do it all the time, and opposed to being an SEO specialist with a small business that probably already have a website and they're just paying you to optimize it. You cannot get an SEO job with no experience. Usually they ask you to see results, unless they give you a scam job to just do the things you shouldn't do. I mean, if you're 16 or 18 or 19 and hey, you want to take the hard way and you want to be an SEO and you want to learn it the hard way, you don't want to do it by reading books, and you just want to take an intern job typing some stuff that doesn't really teach you, sure, I mean, you can do that. But I highly recommend you pick up an HTML book, web development course, like a bootcamp style. Build 3 or 4 websites, design them, learn how to use Photoshop and whatever other tools you like. Build up a small portfolio, put it in your resume, make sure there's a big link to go to it. Maybe even make a video showcase of it, and make sure when you apply for a position to send it with it. Without experience, they will take you, as long as you can showcase your work. Past experience doesn't matter much anymore nowadays. You can just have a portfolio. That's the best solution. That's what businesses should do too, posting case studies and such. So do it for yourself as well.